Lord of Omens, give me sight beyond sight. Beyond sight. Beyond sight.
Like this.
Yeah, you applaud. Like, the
There it
studio,
goes. It works.
the
It
studio
works.
audience
We're
is
recording.
there.
Hey.
Technical difficulties
That was a
for a
horrible
moment.
countdown. That's why we need the.
Yeah, no. What's
That
up?
should be
What's
awesome.
up? It's another episode of Sight Beyond Sight in our Search of Horror edition.
Yes.
Is it not rendition or
It's
Not
rendition.
a rendition.
It's a rendition.
it's an addition?
Oh
Okay.
well, yeah, because you're adding on, so yeah, technically.
Yeah.
Sorry, you had something on your mouth.
They can't see it. It's
Because
not-
we
it's
don't
not that
have
good of-
HD.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
y'all 4K niggas. Is
Sorry.
Anyways, it's another episode. We're here with Andrew, the co-host.
the co-host, the
Who's making all kinds of crazy noises?
I'm
with
It's
making
not even
noises.
just that, but he came in so depressed, like, yeah, the co-host.
Co-host, you know, I'm that guy that was making noise. He just introduced me while I'm fucking over here busy. So
It's not like no one can hear you.
I know, but I want to be the voice in the background. I'm like the great Oz at the end of the day. You know what I mean?
Anyway,
And then Marissa, of course, with our In Search of Horror edition.
yes.
Hello, everyone. Today we're talking about Spiral, and it's the last, I guess, I don't know if it's the last, like they're not going to make any more, but the last, meaning relevant sequel of Saw
It's
movies.
not technically Saw, it's Spiral.
It's Spiral,
Spiral's
the
gonna have
Book
its
of
own
Saw.
franchise,
The Book of Saw.
but it's gonna have its own franchise.
But it's in the franchise.
Jill, stop fucking arguing with each other over stupid shit.
That
Anyways,
matters to me.
we're gonna
'cause
do.
He
what we
pointed it
do.
out in the movie. It's a spiral effect.
Yes. Okay.
And
They don't do that in Saw.
All right, so we're
Fuck
not
those
going to
movies.
go bit by bit like we usually do. We're going to summarize because obviously going bit by bit is a bit boring and it's gotten a little tired. So I apologize for that. So we're just going to do a quick summary. So essentially, Chris Rock's character is I guess you could call him a disgraced cop. He basically ratted out another cop because of some shicey shit he did. So nobody wants to work with him. They call him a rat. They put rats on his desk, yada, yada. He goes on a solo undercover mission, gets in trouble, and gets assigned a partner, just like every other 80s cop drama.
Yeah.
You know, it happens.
He gets the
A
white
la
partner.
Lethal Weapon and all those things, right? So he gets a partner, and it's the guy from I don't know the actor's name, but he's the guy from
I don't know how the movies he's been in. I just know them.
the show Handmaid's Tale. So he's
Who?
the guy from Handmaid's Tale.
What the hell is that?
We talked about it last week. Just how drunk you are. You
He's not
fucking
drunk.
alcoholic.
He's the only one not drunk. He's fucking
Well, he's the only one not drunk now.
yeah. Okay, Handmaid's Tale is a show from Hulu.
It's his.
Show.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Fucking red cape.
And I don't have
shit.
Hulu because this asshole don't share shit. I remember.
I told you I'll share it with you, but you never asked me for my information.
Stop trying to make this the Joe Biden podcast. Not the Joe Biden podcast.
You want to go out? I'll give you the hands.
We love each other. We're family. Stop. Anyway, so so then a murder happens.
Hold on, I gotta stop you there. I'm sorry. I can't make myself Rory because I feel like Rory and Maul ain't doing shit anymore.
Nah, they
Joe
doing shit.
Budden's
You
still
gotta pay
going.
attention. They doing shit.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. Sorry, Mercy.
Stop hating. Anyway,
He's
so
just mad because he want to be the only ginger.
I don't want to be a ginger.
he's not a ginger.
He's a fucking ginger.
You mean a ginger at heart? Is that what you're trying to say?
Nah, he's a ginger. When he's in the sun, his head.
Oh yeah,
turns red.
my because we
Your
have the
beard.
Irish in our blood.
Yeah, us Irish. Sorry. My bad.
I don't like the gingers.
Yeah.
But all right,
All
let's
right,
go.
so he gets assigned this guy. They have a new case. What they think is some bum got hit by a train. They go to investigate. It's not a bum. It's an actual cop, and he was in a trap with his tongue. Gets his tongue thrown out, which was kind of
We'll talk about that
okay,
afterwards.
but
yeah.
it's not. I just have to say it's not as gross as I thought it would be. I was hoping it was going to be more gross, but they did do a cool thing with like the changing of the color of the tongue when like shit got real. Although Andrew kind of tried to put the kibosh on and said like they did that in post. I get they did that in post. I know how movies work. It doesn't matter. They made it.
Andrew's like the ruiner of things. Like he
At least
just
they didn't keep it
he just
pasty.
wants to be the
Like-
destroyer of happiness.
I was just happy they didn't keep it like the pasty, like peach looking tongue that you knew that it was just gonna pull out.
This is it. I'll give him the title of Galactus of Happiness. There you go. He just wants to be the destroyer
destroy
of
all of it.
But
worlds.
look at his smile.
Exactly. He's the Galactus. He'll go over somebody's happiness, try to destroy it, and be like,
With a smile on his face, yeah.
and then just go away and float away to another
It's
part of
fucked up 'cause I've
happiness.
done that to mad people. Like,
Yeah.
and not relationship, we just in general.
And this that was another thing we were talking about. But all right,
Anyway.
let's just go because this podcast is gonna be
So
long
the
again.
okay, so they're investigating this. They realize that it's like a
Saw a copycat.
saw copycat, but they use the spiral, and that they're going after crooked cops, which is very timely. Very timely.
Well, it's a good thing. Like you just gave away the ending.
No, I did not give away
Nah,
the
the
ending.
ending
I
not
just
really,
said
yeah.
it's timely because they're going after
No,
bad
no, no,
cops.
no. I'm saying you gave away the ending because you didn't really realize when you're watching it they're just going after crooked cops because you didn't know.
I kind of
The
realized it.
first-
I mean,
He said for the first
yeah,
murder
like,
because he tells
by
him
the
why
third
he's
person
killing
is a
him.
cop. Yeah.
Well,
No,
yeah,
but what he's telling him why he's killing him, so you know that they're going after crooked cops.
Okay, so there you go.
But if you pay attention to the movie, you already know who the killer is by that first murder.
You think?
Yes,
Well,
I called it
Well, we both
immediately.
because we both said it's either one of two people,
Right,
and then
and we
it ends
won't
up being
spoil
one.
it for you because part of the fun of watching.
We'll
Saw
probably
movies,
spoil it at the end,
shut
but
the-
go ahead.
We
shut
kind of
it-
have to
shut it your
explain the
face.
end.
No, we don't. No, we don't. Shut it your face because I'm
Okay.
not gonna spoil it
Okay.
because I hate when
She's
movies
just
are
gonna
spoiled
say
for
the
me.
movie was
Shut
good.
to
And
your face.
I'm gonna say
I
that motherfucker
don't
was not.
So I don't want to spoil movies because I don't like when movies are spoiled for me. And Saw movies have always been a little bit twisty, kind of like a little bit
yeah.
M. Night Shyamalan.
Yeah.
Shyamalala-nini.
M. Night Shyamalan Ding
See,
Dong.
but I have a track record of spoiling movies, so it might just.
Yeah,
happen.
you and Thomas.
Yeah.
You and my son have a track record of spoiling movies because when he went with you two to watch
Logan.
to watch Logan. He comes home and we said, "Oh,
Hmm.
how was the movie? Oh, it was good until the end when Wolverine dies." And I was sad. And it was like, what? I didn't even. Damn, you could have at least said spoiler. And he was like,
Nah, that's the best way to do it.
I told you, Galactus of Happiness. There you go. That I'm gonna tell Jalen to put your head on Galactus's body, and then it's
she
gonna
hasn't
be.
even made your character.
I know.
yet.
She
Yeah,
just
she's
wants to
not-
draw her thing.
She's lazy.
Shout out to my
That's too
niece.
funny.
We're gonna eventually have her stuff in the background.
She's a
but,
very talented artist.
but she just wants to draw her own thing right now. Wait till she gets 18 where I can actually boss her around and be like, yo, shut the fucking, you're an adult now. Stop drawing this shit.
Make some
And
money
she'll
off of
actually care about money. She
Yeah.
doesn't care
Make
about money
money.
yet.
I'm like, you want to make money? We got at least 200 viewers now after 4 years.
If you're happy about 200 viewers, Nikki, we're sad. We're sad.
We're sad right now. And you know what? I was looking because I have
Shut
two-
up. I don't
Wait,
even
wait,
want-
wait, no, wait.
I don't
I'll
wanna
break it
know.
down because
Oh,
it's
yeah.
funny because I have different accounts for YouTube. And I usually go on my main account that says my name on it. And I subscribe to this one. And I see like, oh, this view got 95 views. I was like, well, when you got that many subscribers, I was like, good. I
So
was
some
like,
people rewatch it
they
because they
just
want
watch
to see it
it,
again.
yeah.
Basically.
So we have rewatch value.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
We
Once
have
we get to
rewatch
1K, we get a plaque, and I'm
Okay.
gonna have that
We got a
shit.
plaque. We want that
And
plaque.
And we're gonna put it right here.
Yeah.
Anyway,
We're
okay,
gonna
let's
take the green screen down, and we're gonna just have the plaque. Just like you
need
see
that.
this, we're winning. Okay, good. Sorry.
okay. So after
Summary.
that murder happens, they start investigating. People start dying. It's more cops, blah, 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 going back and forth. They're trying to figure out who it is. Me and him already figured out who it was. But then we find out that who is Chris Rock's dad? none other than the glorious Samuel L. Jackson.
Yes.
Fucking awesome.
Nigga,
And they
glorious
need
before
to
his
make
name.
a
Shit.
buddy cop movie, just the two of them,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because
Because
they are fucking hilarious.
the one scene that they're in together was freaking, I think, to me, the best scene of the
It
movie.
was the best, like
Like-
5 minutes of it, just them going back and forth.
Yeah.
Like,
And it
that
was just like,
great,
yo,
yeah.
because like Chris Rock is a stand-up comedian, and then
He's
Sam
just
Jackson's
hilarious.
just funny.
Mm.
Yeah.
So it's
I
just,
would love, honestly, like, you ever hear of like who would you want to like have dinner with, just to like have a conversation?
Okay.
oh,
Sam Jackson has
would
to be one
good.
of them.
That's a big one, yeah.
Like, because
Yeah.
I feel like he's been in the room with so many different
Definitely.
types of people
Mm.
that it would be amazing.
And you got to hear the motherfuckers he say in real life.
Oh, the motherfucker,
I just want to make him call me a
motherfucker.
motherfucker.
I
Yes.
know. Like,
Oh,
what
that would
motherfucker?
happen
I was
in
like, all right, I can
2
leave now.
seconds.
I'll pay
Yeah.
for the bill. Just go ahead.
Like, I don't care where you want to eat, I'll pay for it. Let's go. But he is definitely one of those people that like I would want to sit down and have dinner with, because I feel like my sides would be burning by the end of it.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
laughter. Yeah.
Yes, it would be like him, Dave Chappelle.
Oh, him and Dave
Um,
Chappelle in the same room.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Joe
that-
Rogan, even though he's controversial, but
Rogan.
I think, yo,
He
Bill
wouldn't like-
Bill Burr.
oh,
To sit down with Bill Burr would be like him and Uncle Scott.
do you?
Him
If
and Uncle
I'm gonna
Scott
tell you
in a
this,
room
I don't
together?
want. I
Oh,
don't want any birthday gift, but because I know that you were saying that you're gonna give me the birthday gift to go see Bill Burr, I could care less. But if you get backstage one-on-one with Bill Burr,
Oh,
with me and
damn.
him,
He went from a basic ticket to like,
I'll
yo,
be
you give
like-
me this, I'll be happier. You want to see me happy?
like
You
I don't
can
want
do
that.
nothing. Like I'll go with you. I'll let you buy your tickets. I'll buy my own. We could go together. But if you're saying that you could get me an
if
actual
I could, I totally
one-on-one.
would. I totally. If it would be like, yo, Bill, like he's got cancer. He's got 2 weeks. He's got.
I would shave my eyebrows. I would shave my fucking eyebrows and my head so clear. I will let you put makeup on me to look paler.
God damn.
Yo, I would
Like,
do that.
listen, his
and then-
last dying wish is to just have dinner with you. That's it. To have dinner with you and your wife. And we would
Wife.
just.
Holy
His
shit.
wife has got to be hilarious. Come
No,
How do you
fuck-
forget? No way.
Sorry.
His
sorry.
wife
No
has
way.
got
Bill
to
Burr?
be
No.
Bill Burr.
hilarious.
No, Marissa. No.
I-
Stop
yes.
it. Stop
Wife
it.
is a non-funny
Stop
Filipino
it.
woman.
Stop it.
She's not Filipino. She's black.
No, she's black.
She's black?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I listened
I
to the
don't know if I like
podcast, and no offense to Bill Burr, no offense to him and his wife. You guys get along. I don't care about his wife.
Of course.
I want to
I
meet
would wanna
him.
meet his-
I
would wanna meet his
no,
wife.
no.
Because
I
anybody who
seen-
could deal with his bullshit, I want to
Did
know.
you hear his podcast with
If
him and
any-
her?
No, I have not.
Okay. Then you will understand. And
have to
again, no
listen.
offense, because I don't think Bill Burr would ever listen to this unless he does the cancer thing. And then he actually listens to the podcast. But my whole thing is when I'm listening to it, I'm like, she's a typical woman in the sense that like she gets the humor, but she also does her thing. But
course.
he again, I'm not saying in the disrespect, he calls her out on it, but she still does typical woman things, but he has to call her out on it. So
But you
she's-
don't know how much
she
of that
personally-
was for the podcast and
to-
how much of it was in real
yeah,
life.
but me personally,
Okay, we're
she's
getting
not the funny
so off
one.
topic. I
Yes,
know
okay,
she's not
okay.
the funny one, but
So-
I want to
Mad
be the
for her,
person
but-
that
All right,
falls in
yeah,
love with
okay,
that
okay,
psychopath.
okay. So we go back to the
we,
movie.
we talked about Bill Burr today.
All right,
Yeah.
yeah.
Just to point that out.
So we go back to the
Okay.
movie. Basically,
Okay, so we find out that like Chris Rock and his dad, their relationship is kind of like weird. He was the dad was like the captain of
The police force.
yeah, but he was a
force.
good cop. Also, he didn't like rat cops.
Okay, because that
that
to the end.
leads to the end. I understand, but I'm saying
So, and his son joined the force. His son then became part of his district, whatever you want to call it. I don't know what it's called. I know army terms. But
whatever.
What do you
It's
mean,
just
like
the
police
district.
All right,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's
yeah.
fine.
Okay. So so he becomes part of that. And what's funny is they do a flashback, and to make Chris Rock look young, they flip his hat to the back, which I
That was
find
fucking hilarious.
hilarious.
Nah, that was funny.
And they put a mustache on.
Oh yeah,
that
the
made-
cop mustache. Yeah,
that made Sam Jackson look like the guy from.
it's a
Family Guy.
requirement. It's a requirement. You're a
That's a
cop. You have
fact.
to have a mustache.
So, and then they kind of like allude to like this person had problems with that person, and it kind of like goes round and round and round like that. And then shit starts really ramping up when they start really taking people and torturing them, and they take the new captain, who's a Spanish female. And I really feel like Chris Rock did if you want to be politically correct, a good job with making diversity, because there were good white cops and black cops, and there were bad
White cops and black cops. Yeah.
And they also did, like, you know, whenever you saw kids together, there was always one white, one black, or whatever. Like, he kind of like, he tried a little too hard, I thought, making it diverse, because it was too even. You understand what I'm trying to
No,
say?
I totally agree.
I guess.
I was
I
gonna
don't know. I
get
didn't
into it.
realize
It
that
was
like at all. So
It was
like,
obvious.
I feel like
Yeah,
you never
I don't-
paid attention to the movies, but I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying, but the reason why I didn't want to comment, because I feel like it's gonna get too long. So
No. I just
Is
not
it-
saying it was a bad thing. I'm not saying it was a bad thing. I'm just saying it was a little too
Forced.
obvious.
It's forced.
Yes.
It's forced.
Yes. Because there are other movies that are more blended,
And
evenly.
and we, you know, not to get off topic, but when we grew up, I feel like that was never an issue.
Well, because we come from a blended family, and our extended family
But-
is also blended.
But not just
We're
that.
blended upon
It's-
blended upon blended.
I'm saying movie wise, it
No,
was
no, no,
never
no.
forced.
But the reason why it wasn't forced is because we had influences from everywhere.
No, I'm not saying us personally. I'm saying the movies we watched, there
No, the
wasn't a
movies-
forcing of this
No,
is
the
all
movies
white,
that
this
we-
is all black, or has to be mixed.
No,
It is what it is.
no. When we grew up, things were separated. There were black movies, there were white movies.
Yeah.
There
very many
were,
mixed
but
movies.
it wasn't a point of interest or subject. Now it's like force, like we're saying now.
No,
It's force where it's
I
like
disagree.
you just said that this movie was forced.
No,
I'm
no,
saying I feel like more now in
Okay.
our day and age,
Yeah.
movies are forced. Like you have to have a female, you have to
Oh,
have
yeah.
a Spanish, you have to have a
Yeah,
white hat.
Yeah.
I'm saying back in the day, it could have been an all black movie,
Right.
but no one's bitching. There's an
Oh,
all black
right.
movie.
Because people wanted to keep their shit
It-
separate
yeah.
at that time.
It's
It's a
it could be an
different
all white
conversation.
movie. No one's bitching that
Because that's a different
this person.
conversation.
Okay,
That's
that's
a
what I'm just
different-
saying.
It's a different conversation. But what I'm saying is, I rather it be more natural
Yeah,
of a.
yeah, I
mixture.
get it. I get it, yeah.
Yeah,
But
okay.
this is just generation.
Yeah. So anyway, so it gets to a point where
Not him.
Look at this shit.
it gets to a point where the Chris Rock's character is zeroing in on, like, his father has disappeared. He's been trying to contact his father. They're trying to figure out who could be the center of this. They kind of go back to the past and see the whole situation with the cops ratting on each other and like the crookedness of the cops, and they're trying to find all this out. And then he realized that he got set into a trap at one point. He realized he got set into a trap, and he panics and tries to save someone. I'm not going to go too deep into
Yeah.
it, but he tries to save someone in the wackest of wackest traps ever.
Yeah.
The one thing I have to say about this being a Saw movie, all the previous traps had a legitimate out.
Yeah.
Like, there was an actual way, if you sacrifice a small portion of either your flesh or something,
This or that. Yeah.
this or that, you could survive.
Yeah.
You might be mutilated, you might be a little disfigured or whatever, but you could survive. All of the traps in this movie are not survivable. They
Yeah.
were not meant to be survived.
This-
So you
yeah.
have to
It was
get that out
meant.
of your mind.
It was meant for you to die.
It was meant for you to die. either way. But and that I think annoyed me a little bit. But again, as everybody knows, the original Jigsaw killer is dead at this point, so it's just copycat.
Yeah.
So the problem with the copycat is they
don't do it right. They don't do it the same.
They don't stick to the
True nature.
true nature of why the person was doing what he was doing. So they're just using his tools to implement their goal. So when they reveal who the true copycat killer is, we had already figured it out after the second scene of the movie. He was still sleeping because, you know, he sleeps on shit. So, but we figured it out fairly quickly. Let's see if you guys figure it out as quickly as we did.
Yeah.
But I have to say, I enjoyed overall the movie. And there were moments where I thought I was going to be pissed off or like it was going to go a little too far left. But at the end, I did a little happy dance. And I tried to join Andrew. But it's in the Saw tree or the Saw progression. If I had to rate it in that scale, I would. Saw 1 is definitely the best Saw.
Of course.
Have to say. 2 was okay. And then after that, they all severely decline. But I would put this one after Saw 2. As far as like how I liked it. I enjoyed it.
I'll disagree with you, but I'll tell you why. But go ahead.
But not if it wasn't a Saw movie, it would rate much higher. But for me, because it's part of the Saw lineage, I would have to say Saw 1, Saw 2, because there were some parts of Saw 2 that creeped me out and that felt real to me.
Everyone just hates the needle scene.
No, it's not just the needle scene. The wrist scene creeps me out too, even though she
the
was
stupid fucking scene when she goes, "Oh, my wrist is stuck. Oh, my wrist is stuck."
But she was also. That
movie was fucking horrible.
All these movies are fucking horrible.
The first movie was great.
Movie, actually, no. The first one was good. I'll say that.
Anyway, but what I wanted to happen, that didn't happen. And this is not going to ruin it for anybody, but this was just my single fan theory, was I wanted Sam Jackson to be the brother of Danny Glover's character. That would have tied this whole shit together.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Maybe.
I would have loved that. But they didn't do that, so fuck y'all. You fucked it up.
All right.
So let's start off with Nikki because he called this podcast Four Motherfuckers.
3 reasons why I hate this movie and 1 reason why I like it. And that's going to be the fucking title.
Yes.
And 4 Motherfuckers is because Sam Jackson actually said it 4 times in this movie.
And he says motherfucker in every goddamn movie.
So that was fun. 3 reasons why I hate this movie. And this, I should have wrote it down because now I'm trying to think like, what the fuck? But 1 was the ending. I'll start there. I'll start back. 1 was the ending. I wanted something different to happen that would have made it more fun for me. And that's the only reason why I got excited, because there was a little hint of maybe that would happen, but it didn't. Not saying what it is, so I'm not giving away spoilers.
Okay.
2, the first one was the first death, because I'll give it away. It's the first basic scene. They're holding a guy with a contraption that has his tongue out, and
because
there's
he
like
lies in court.
I guess, yeah. And then it's like a needle thing or whatever in his tongue, and if that's the one. No, I was thinking the one with the fingers.
Oh Jesus.
No.
Now you got
no. If because he's on a subway train track. Yeah. So if he lets go, like, because he's on a stool,
he's supposed to rip his tongue out. Yeah.
He will the thing will rip his tongue, so you wouldn't have a tongue, meaning he wouldn't speak or even bleed out to death. But he's in a subway, or he gets hit by the train. So I was just like, the stupid thing is, what he did was, and again, this is the first scene, so it's not like blowing anything up, is that they said he's fighting to, I don't want to rip my tongue. And then he sees the goddamn subway train and he doesn't let go of the stool until 2 seconds before the train hits him. And then he rips his tongue and then the train hits him. So it's like, you're going to do double the pain for no reason. Either rip your damn tongue and run, or let the train hit you and let it be an instant death, because apparently he blew up. That was the one reason. And
Trains fuck you up.
I forgot what the
Wait, what?
Fuck you up.
I forgot what the second.
I'm pretty sure a train will fuck you
Yeah.
up.
So the second actual reason why I say
that was
I'll
funny.
get into it. I just need to remember what that thing was. Was it? And maybe one of you will remind me when you're talking
I have
about it.
no idea. I honestly don't.
But
remember.
do you remember when I said two reasons why I don't like it? Because I'm gonna have to like rewatch the fucking movie
Because he
to.
didn't write them down.
Yeah.
This is the
We're
problem with this
unorganized. All right, we're starting out. Relax.
podcast. All
But
right, we'll get back to you then, Andrew.
Shout out Tampa Bay Lightning for winning. That's some money in my pocket. Like,
Multitasking.
nah. Honestly, I don't really care for these fucking movies. Like, all it is about how they die. It's been like that since probably after the second one. It was like, honestly, they had no way of winning in any of them.
no,
That was
they
the whole
did-
point of the fucking movie.
No, it wasn't.
No, all those movies that had no chance of winning after like the second
No.
or third movie.
They all did.
No, they
They
didn't.
all had a chance. That was the purpose of the movie. He's saying the whole purpose of the movie of the original Jigsaw. Oh, and now I'll tell you the second reason why I
original
hated the movie.
Jigsaw had a purpose, like the first
Yes,
movie. Yeah,
But the second movie, and there's reasons why I don't like it. I like the third one better than the second. That's why I said I disagree with you. I think it's 1, 3, 2, and then this one probably.
3 was with the doctor, right?
Nigga, there's like 6 of these movies.
I know, but I'm saying
Like,
1, 3, 2
Oh,
was
no,
the best
we
to
don't
me.
count the other ones because they're absolute trash.
Yeah,
no,
they
but those
just-
movies count when I bring up saying this movie's fucking suck.
Okay, but you're saying that they didn't have a purpose. That's not correct. The purpose was that this guy was dying on his deathbed. He's seen that people weren't appreciating their lives, and he was taking these people and saying, like, hey, you're not appreciating your life. So what if I take something away from you to gain your life back? You could survive this. Like the first Saw, it was basically, if you think about it, those two guys in the room.
Mhm.
One, they had to do was saw their fucking foot off from the get-go
Yeah,
to leave.
yeah. Basically.
But this guy,
Which they
you
would
know,
still live. They would
there's
just
a
be fine.
cost to it. Obviously, it's going to be painful. You might bleed out. You might, but
well, all the shit
the
that
whole
you've
thing
seen,
is-
yeah.
you disrespected the life you have. You're a doctor. You're rich. You have a family. You have all this stuff, but you're cheating on your
and
wife.
Piece of shit.
So
And you don't pay attention to your patients.
Yeah. So the whole concept from him had a purpose. The purpose is like, if you don't appreciate your life, and I'm a person who's dying, I'm going to take away, like you have a choice.
I understand
Take
that.
away 1 point, take away
That's
the,
the
like
first
it's,
Still don't make the movie.
like
good.
you said, you could mutilate yourself, but at least you'll live and have this life that you don't appreciate,
Right.
that hopefully
But
you
in this
appreciate
movie,
now.
They didn't give that.
Now it was
second
just
chance
like,
type
oh
thing.
yeah, cut your tongue or die, or both. Like,
But
and-
Pretty
anyway,
much
so
that
let him
is what
just.
happened.
yeah.
Nah, I mean, I don't really have much to say about the movie. It really was nothing except for those type of shits, like all the.
So what
Traps
was the
for-
most? What was the thing that you appreciated about the movie? How about that?
I thought the ending was decent.
Okay.
I was like, all right, that's not too bad. Like, it made it a little bit better.
And what was the worst part of the movie for you?
Just fucking
Everything.
Yeah, honestly.
We need to just. How about you just don't come over on Tuesday? Me and her will do it.
No, because we need a devil's advocate. We need somebody.
Like, it wasn't anything
No,
interesting.
but-
Like, to me, it wasn't because I knew what was gonna happen. Like, that's why
It was
these movies
predictable
got
to you.
corny. Yeah, like it's
It was
basically the
predictable.
same shit.
Yeah.
Like,
And
So,
you're right. It was
yeah.
predictable because we both called it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
from the like she
From the
said, the
get.
second scene.
So,
And-
but okay. So your second hate thing was
Oh yeah. So when I said the 3, I said 2 out of the 3 things I don't like.
4.
No, I said
oh, yeah,
there's
4 motherfuckers.
there's 4
3.
motherfuckers, 3 things I hate about it, 1 thing I like. I said I liked the end,
Yeah.
yeah. And then
You remember what you
the
liked.
3 things I said 2 of them. The other thing I didn't like, it was just like, why did you change the voice of Saw?
Oh yeah, that
yes.
was another. Yeah.
Like you hear
It
that
was
corny ass
terrible.
voice,
Yeah, that voice was weird.
and I was just like,
Honestly.
don't tell me you got the rights to have the guy's face on the picture. You got the rights to say it's a Saw movie.
It said
But I
Jigsaw,
feel like
but-
there's certain rights that didn't happen because they didn't have the original doll. And I'll give you one thing: that original doll that we had back here,
The
it's
new
pretty
doll.
creepy. It's pretty
The new-
cool.
The new doll.
Yeah, the
What's
new
that,
doll.
puppet shit?
But
the puppet, the pig puppet.
when
Nah,
you-
it was cool because of the way the movie
Yeah.
went. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But to me, the second part that we noticed is when the person who's playing Saw that you find out at the end had his corny ass voice. I was just like, since the second movie, the girl used the main guy's voice as a, "Do you want to play a game?" And it was just like, you have a franchise. Why not? What are you doing? Like, a voice is so simple. Don't tell me you can't pay that guy
Yeah.
whatever,
Or at least-
$1,000
at
to use
least
his voice.
A voice modulator that doesn't sound like a bitch.
Yeah.
Like seriously, like have something scary sounding.
Wasn't
like, a
that the
voice
original,
modulator
like-
can make your voice sound like anything.
That
It doesn't
voice
matter.
wasn't the old white guy actual
Yeah,
voice. Just
that was
like
his voice.
fucked up, like
But it
messed
was-
with.
No,
but
Yeah.
it was
no.
in a modulator.
No,
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like it was his original
No,
voice, just like
it was
scrambled a
original
little bit.
voice.
Yeah.
The second movie, since I think the second movie they said that he died, but he
Mm.
didn't really, because the second movie was
Yeah.
the
Oh,
girl doing it.
because he had pre-recorded stuff.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's
he
right.
had pre-recorded
But-
stuff. That's why.
And then I
But
think
they
that the
needed to. I mean, you could modulate a voice to any tone, any
Yeah.
frequency that you really want to. Why would you choose the bitchiest of bitchy voices to use? Like,
But not even
tone it
just that.
down, put it down a couple octaves, make it a little bit creepy. It
Yes.
didn't have to be the same voice as the first guy, but it needed to be creepy, and it was not creepy.
Well, I would say use the same damn voice because you're using the same guy in a
No,
scene.
because that doesn't make sense.
But use a
This
voice
doesn't make
modulator.
sense. Yes, you could use.
You
a
just gotta
voice
make it
modulator. You
darker,
just gotta make it
deeper.
darker.
All
You
right.
didn't have to sound a little
I was about to
biatch.
give the ending away, but
He
he
needs to have a man
the
voice.
killer had the opportunity to actually use a voice modulator for the voice,
Yeah, but
being
he
in the
didn't.
situation he was. But my thing is this: it's not even just the voice; it's also the cadence. Like the cadence he was speaking was just like, "Hey, you go, like."
Yeah, nah. It's
It
true.
was just like,
Yeah.
what
It didn't
the
have like a
fuck?
deep, intimidating voice. It wasn't scary.
Yeah.
Like honestly, that old
It
white
was-
guy had
it
an
was
intimidating ass
disappoint-
voice.
It was
Yeah.
Yeah.
disappointing. If it was just a movie that wasn't a Saw movie, it might have been a little bit better. I don't hate him for directing this. I don't hate him for I think he.
We're talking about
kinda-
Chris Rock.
Yeah, I think he did a
The
pretty
Rock.
decent job, and I think that it wasn't horrible acting. There was little Pookie vibes. They did make a little New Jack City
Reference, yeah.
reference, which I appreciated.
I missed that. Honestly, I didn't even catch it. Like I heard y'all made, and I was like, damn, I missed it.
Yeah.
I have to watch it.
But-
again.
But they made some references, and I appreciate that, and I appreciate a lot of the. What I don't appreciate, Chris Rock, please, I love you. Don't do the squinty eye. It's just
Yes,
not you.
that's all. I was just about to point out. Like,
It's not you. It's
yeah,
just-
like he's.
I understand you're trying to be a
shit.
tough guy. Why you gotta put so off?
uh,
I
My bad.
understand you're trying to be a tough guy, but your eyes are too small, dude. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
So anyway, let's get to the ratings. Let's
Okay.
do this. So
Ratings.
Andrew, I'll start with you since
Why
you're
the
on that
hell
end.
you starting with me?
Just start with you because you want to go off of everyone else. I
It's
feel.
just so negative.
Start with
We
you.
we have to end it.
I'm gonna give it a 9.
What?
Ooh.
Now, honestly, out of all the Saw movies, I liked it. Besides the first
Okay,
one,
so in
like,
Wait.
okay, so in the ranking
Like-
of Saw movies, where do you put it?
nah, it would be like the second one.
Okay.
Yeah, because like I only know like the second, kind of the third, and the first one. The
Okay.
rest of them all blend in and look the
Yeah,
same.
they
Yeah,
do.
yeah, yeah.
They do.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
agree.
So
So you would put it.
yeah, that's why I kind of liked it because it even though it was Saw, it had at least a different vibe to it,
Yeah,
like an urban vibe to it. It was kind of cooler.
Just say black.
Yeah, it had the hip hop black culture vibe. Know what I mean? All that shit. Like, but yeah, that's what made it better. Like, it actually had like a cooler little thing to it.
Yeah.
And but besides that, like, yeah. So I once again, my
But
normal
was it
7.
entertaining to you?
it got entertaining towards the end.
Yeah.
Like once we got past, like we were saying, like it didn't have to be a Saw movie. It could have definitely got rid of all of the gadgets and shit, and
Yeah.
just made it more like a suspense thriller type
Yeah.
shit.
Almost like a 7.
Yeah, some shit
Or
like
what
that.
was the one with
Yeah.
Denzel and with Along Came a Spider.
Along Came a Spider
Alright,
was
see, but-
not Denzel.
Yes, it was.
I think it was Denzel.
It was
No,
No.
Morgan
Denzel.
Freeman.
Morgan Freeman
Yeah,
was
Morgan
along. You're
Freeman.
thinking about
Yeah.
Denzel with what's her
Big
name?
Lips. What's her name?
Julia
What?
Yeah, I was saying, you gonna say
Julie-
Julia Roberts?
Julie- what's her
Brad Pitt
name?
has Ex-girl. What's her name?
Brad Pitt. Yeah, I don't know. It's
Angelina
starting with
Jolie?
Yeah.
Angelina Jolie. Okay.
Yes, that's not Along Came a Spider.
No, Along Came a Spider is Morgan Freeman and another girl. Another suspense movie with
No.
Denzel and Angelina Jolie. That was another good suspense movie from the 90s.
That was the Bones. Something about Bones.
Bones, yeah. It was called Bones, I think.
No, it's not called Bones.
I think it's called Bones.
Can't remember.
But anyway,
I don't
give
know.
your
Yeah.
rating, Marissa. Come on, let's go.
Okay, so out of 10, I already told you where I put it in all the Saw movies. I would give it a 9 because I was still. You know what it is? Okay, it's not scary. It's not exactly gory. So it's hard to rate because Conjuring I rated an 8, right?
Did you really Conjuring 8?
Yes, I did. God, you don't remember shit. It was like last week, like 3 days ago.
It's funny because when he's sober, he's like, "What? We
So-
talked about this before." And then if he was drunk right now, he'd just be going in like, "Yeah, I remember that."
So for me, it's not scary enough. It's not gory enough. As a horror movie, it's gonna be low. It's gonna be like a 4 because
Mm.
nothing about it scared me.
Mm.
All
Nothing
right,
about
that's a
it-
good.
Nothing
Mm.
about
I'll
it
give you
creeped
that.
me out. As a movie overall, I give it an 8
Ooh, okay.
because it was entertaining.
Interesting. I
Do
like
you
that.
understand what I'm saying?
Nah,
I understand.
That's what it was. It was.
Yeah.
It was some reason the story was still interesting to keep watching. Like,
Yes.
All
Yeah.
right. See, that's interesting because as a horror movie, yes, low rating. But then I just think about all the shit we were talking about and giving it those ratings. But it was just like, to me, this movie is very predictable. Like, it was one of two people from the beginning. It
From
was
the
like,
beginning,
it's
yeah.
this one or this one.
Yeah.
Very predictable, less gory than all the
Saws.
Saws. So it's kind of like, so it's not really the torture porn gore that you're getting
Yeah.
from the
Right.
franchise, but at the same time, you're not getting anything special from it. Like, don't get me wrong.
There's
Again,
no creepy vibes.
there's no scary. Yeah, there's no jump scares. Nothing.
Mhm.
was there
So-
ever jump scares?
Yeah.
No,
With the
no.
pig face and stuff. No, in the
Oh
original.
yeah, the
Nah,
original
that
one.
dude
They
on
had
the
like
bike used to creep me out.
Yeah.
He's-
the thing. So I rate this movie low for both things. Like, I would
For
say, I
horror,
would agree
4.
with you for a horror movie, a 4, because nothing's horrible about it.
Mm.
But I would not give it. I'll probably give it a.
As a movie in general.
As a movie in general, I'll give it a 6 because it's not something I sit there and be like, I want to rewatch it.
Nah, it's not.
And
Well-
then at the same time, it's like it's the reason why I feel like we got into it is because maybe it was the drinking or whatever, but we got more into it, especially at the end, because we're trying to figure. Like I said at the end, if something certain thing happened, it would have made the movie much more better for me. But I felt like they still went on, even though the ending was kind of
But there
cool.
but it was.
The
I'm
ending
not
was-
saying the ending was
the
horrible.
ending
I'm
was
saying
decent. It was
Yeah.
right there where
Yes.
it had like openings to be better, and they just
yes,
missed it.
yeah,
Like,
they just
Yeah.
like he said, they just missed it. Where again, I'm not shitting on this movie. I'm not saying this movie's horrible, but like you said, horror
Definitely
movie.
Watch it.
a
I would.
4.
I would.
I wouldn't rewatch this.
No. But I would recommend people to watch it.
I wouldn't even know if I would do that.
if you're bored and you want to watch a random movie, that's a good
Yeah.
movie.
Maybe,
random
I
movie to watch.
guess.
Just
Yeah.
put no
but-
expectations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
That's what I mean. Like,
if
it's just
somebody's
something you just put on.
Like, is
So-
it really worth watching? Like, there are movies that, like, I would be like, don't even waste
Your
your
time,
2
yeah.
hours. Like, do crochet, fucking hopscotch. I don't give a shit, but don't watch this movie. But I think with this, I would be like, I thought it was okay. You watch it and
Well, if you're relating it to every Saw after 3, then I'll be like, yeah. To me, it's Saw 4. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like it's 1,
Really?
I don't
3,
even remember
2,
what the hell
4.
4 was about. Like literally, all the
4 was
movies
the
start with somebody
carpet.
getting
No,
tortured.
4
Then there's a story. Then somebody gets
4
tortured.
is when
then a
it
little bit of
gets
story.
super out of hand, and then it becomes repetitive because Saw it's like
Was 4
the
the one
cops,
with
the
with
killer,
Donnie Wahlberg?
and then no,
4 was Donnie Wahlberg?
3 was Donnie Wahlberg,
Okay.
and because that was his son trapped in the thing.
Oh, right.
So
That was 2.
to me, no,
Yes.
He
no,
was in
yes,
the
it
house.
was 2.
Yeah, it
That was
trapped in the
2.
house.
2, they were in the
Yeah.
house and he's
3
looking
was
for
the
his kid,
doctor.
and then it was later on. Yeah.
3 was the
Oh, that's the
3
one
was
with the
the
shot the head
doctor,
off.
yeah.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
one was
yeah,
4.
yeah.
Yeah, so you're right. So, but I still love 3 better than 2. So, in my opinion, it's 1, 3, 2, and then I'll say this one because after 3, it was like
Blur.
this cop's the killer, and then it was just like, no, he left the tape for me, so this cop is the killer. No, he left the tape for me, and it was just like repetitive.
Yeah, basically, that's
repeat.
what I don't know. That's what drew me away from the fucking franchise.
I think that's what drew everyone away
Yeah.
because it started out with a cool concept,
And
but
I
how long
actually
can you
used
really
to
do it?
go and watch it every October when it came out.
Yeah.
I like excited about it, and then it was just like, oh,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
But I would say
and then Insidious came out, and it was like, yay!
Yeah, Insidious.
so. My ratings would be 4 for horror, but 6 for a movie.
All right.
Alrighty
So that's
then.
So that's
Thank you
that.
so much for listening.
Chris Rock, you
Yes.
still the man.
Stop squinting.
Stop squinting.
Like, subscribe, follow.
And do another movie with Sam Jackson when it's just the buddy cop
Yes,
movie.
do
I
a buddy
fucking
cop movie.
love to watch
You,
that.
Sam Jackson, and The Rock. I'll
Yeah.
see a fucking movie like
Drink
that.
water, hydrate yourself.
Yeah. So like, subscribe, follow. You know what it is. We're gonna come out with more shit every
Yes.
week. So there you go. Have a good night, people.